Welcome back to the 47th Annual San Francisco Pride Parade on Coffee TV, presented by Kaiser Permanente. Rise and thrive.
We come back to you in the middle of a great contingent. It's the Museums of Pride, and we've got a T-Rex. I thought they were extinct, but we have one here. We've seen unicorns, now a T-Rex. There's a little bit of something for everybody here. The museums just passed by. We love to also offer something free there. There are many nights that the museums are free, days that they're free. So check that if you want something low cost to entertain you in San Francisco, as well as the National Park Service. Go to one of the national parks and enjoy yourself there. Most of that's completely free. Let's see, what are your national parks you love here?
A's Memorial Grove and Golden Gate Park, of course. And the contingent today includes rangers and staff from across the Bay Area, including the Golden Gate National Recreation Area, San Francisco Maritime National Historical Park, Rosie the Riveter, the WW2 Homefront National Historical Park, which I've not really heard much about.
Yes.
And also the Pinnacles National Park, Juan Bautista Bianza National Historical Trail, and the Eugene O'Neill National Historic Site.
Isn't Alcatraz one too? I don't know. Now here, this is interesting. They entered the parade for the first time last year. NASA, it's the Ames Research Center. Basically, NASA is represented in our Pride Parade here. I think I see some aliens. What a great contingent.
One of our good friends, Kathleen Cannell, who co-founded the Folsom Street Fair, used to work for NASA Ames Research Center, and now lives in San Diego, California. But she always talks about the great work that they're doing, especially now in the Trump era, for advocating about climate change and protecting the planet.
Do you think one day we'll find life on another planet?
I think it already exists.
We find a lot of life right here on Market Street today with the 47th Annual Pride Parade. We're having a great time. Hope you're watching and enjoying too. Don't forget there is the festival in Civic Center if you want to get involved.
Donna, did you know there's a curling club? And I don't mean hair curlers. I mean a curling club.
Oh, I know that curling club, and I know this. What's the other curling?
Well, established in 1958, the San Francisco Bay Area Curling Club is the oldest arena curling club in the United States.
What's curling?
Well, it's an Olympic sport. Have you never seen it? Oh, you don't think she has.
Oh, is this? No,
there you see it.
Oh, it's pushing those things around. Okay.
Yeah, it's almost like a shuffleboard kind of thing.
Right.
It's really exciting to watch, believe it or not,
right
especially at the Olympic level.
I look forward to that. You know, there's another thing that started right here in San Francisco, the Gay Games. I mean, right now we have Gay Games every 3 or 4 years, and it is a get-together of sports enthusiasts of all kinds. And it started here in San Francisco. It was originally the Gay Olympics. We had to change the name because of the problems, but we have the Gay Games that continues, and it started right here in San Francisco.
Next up is Intel with a large contingent with the hashtag IntelProud.
Interesting. And I don't see a lot of Intel signing as much as I see their slogan, which is great. Make some noise.
A very diverse contingent. I would say everybody here looks like they're under 30, Donna. What do you think?
Oh, I can't tell ages anymore. It is important. I know how Pride does this. They space things so there's a float that has lots of great music, then there's a float that's got a lot of great color, and it gives us an opportunity to enjoy the sights and sounds of the Pride Parade. I see something coming up right here, and I think it's going to be great for us to enjoy, and it's going to be part of Intel's contingent. They have the walking people and this great float coming up. Let's sit back and enjoy. Reminds me of last night. Okay, Dimitri, I understand you have a couple of good interviews for us. What do you have?
I'm here with Michael, the Executive Director of Swords to Plowshares, Veterans Helping Veterans. What does it mean for you to be here today?
Are you kidding us? Our veterans had to fight for rights, gay rights in the military. It's a very glorious chapter in the fight for equality. So we're proud to be part of that.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for being here. We're proud to have you here. Thank you for your service.
Dimitri, I'm sure you would agree that we're better when we work together, and that's incredible. Is there another interview coming, you said? I think that's great. There's a contingent coming up I know that I believe in. It's called the Trevor Project. You know, there are people that are bullied, you know, whether we admit it or whether we face it or not. And when they're bullied, sometimes they turn to suicide. So let's see what the Trevor Project has to say. Dimitri?
Hi, I'm here with Ezekiel of the Trevor Project, well known for helping youth in crisis. What does it mean for you to be out here at the LGBT Pride Parade today?
It means the world to save young lives today and every day. And the Trevor Project is the only suicide prevention and crisis intervention nonprofit that caters to LGBTQ youth. And we're so excited to say that love is love and you are loved. And thank you so much.
Wonderful. Excellent. Thank you so much. Happy Pride. Back to you, Donna and Gary.
Dimitri, I am feeling the love out here. Thank you for giving us 2 back-to-back interviews. Trevor Project has a color here. They're doing this orange color. There's all of their logos are done with. Great contingent. Those are people that care about each other. Lots of young kids in the contingent as well. Make some noise. Well, they also, provide a suicide crisis line, and not just suicide. If somebody really has some issues they want to discuss, they're there for you. I must admit, I don't know about this next contingent. Oh, part of a Verizon company.
This marks the first time that Yahoo, AOL, and Verizon are all marching together under the name of Oath.
That's why I didn't know
OATH.
about it. The first time ever. This is an employee resource group, as we've seen some others, and it recognizes that every person has a fundamental right to life and to live the way they want to live.
Oath is a subsidiary of Verizon and a values-led company committed to building brands people love.
And of course, we love our Levi contingent, big as ever, colorful as ever. Make some noise, Levi.
We just saw Macy's go by. My linen jacket was purchased at Macy's, so thank you for being in the parade. And my Levi's are 511 commuter pants, because I knew I'd be on the run with Donna Sachet all weekend.
Gary does endorsements stronger than I do. Thank you. Thank you, Levi. Hometown store.
Always been a strong supporter of the LGBT community.
Dimitri, you're doing so well. We're going to give you another interview. Who do you have now?
Okay, we're here with the Turkish American Gezi platform. What does it mean for you to be a part of Pride today?
Well, we're walking for the people in Turkey who cannot voice their concerns. The regime in Turkey is heavily pressuring the LGBT community, let alone they can live their lifestyles. They can't even come out and be who they are and voice their concerns about their lifestyle. So we're here walking in solidarity with them.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Happy Pride. Back.
Looks like the resist continues here. Turkish American, thank you for being in our parade and for speaking so strongly. Oh, I've never seen this. Look at these figures here. They're supersized figures. It reminds me of those things that used to blow up in the wind, but now these are operated like marionettes. Alliant International University. Something new.
Alliant students contribute more than 1 million hours per year in community service. They and California School of Professional Psychology are a professional practice university that educates students for careers in our multicultural and international world.
That took some rehearsal to make that work. And then we're on to Wikimedia Foundation. I do not know much about Wikimedia Foundation, but it looks like they are
Look it up on
preserving
Wikipedia.
Oh, there we go. Looks like they're preserving our history. They're standing up, and they are also part of the resist contingent in a larger sense. Gary, you mentioned tours before. We've got a city tour bus coming by here. Many times we will send our friends on those buses so we can let them see the city and come back later into the Castro and party with us.
This would be part of the United Food and Commercial Workers Local 5. Labor is an important part of our movement. Harvey Milk knew that, and he worked with unions and the allied community way back in the 70s. And it's as critical then as it is today.
And I think there still is a very strong relationship between labor and the lesbian, gay rights movement here in San Francisco. We often partner together.
And right behind them is Unite Here Local 2. This looks like a flag that Gilbert Baker might have made, Donna.
Could be.
His signature style of the 6 colors of the rainbow and black lettering.
Well, you know, when they at the memorial for Gilbert Baker at the Castro Theater, it was appropriate. We had a good friend of his, Cleve Jones, unfurl a banner that he had made, and it said, "Resist, resist, resist." Let's go now to Dimitri for another interview. Dimitri?
I'm here with Anand of Unite Here Local 2. What does it mean for restaurant and hotel workers to be a part of this today?
Well, Local 2 has always been a union that's been fighting for justice in this city going back years and years, so we're proud to be out here today continuing the fight for justice and equality for all.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Happy Pride. Back to you.
Okay, Dimitri, you're so invited back next year. You're getting short questions and great answers. Thank you, Dimitri, for being out there. Now, Gary, you were the president of Pride for a couple of years. What do you do when there's a gap in the parade? What can you do? You want to keep it moving, right?
Well, it's natural when you have motorized vehicles versus marching contingents. Sometimes there's pets and dogs in the parade,
car can
maybe
break down.
strollers or children. So you just have to go with the flow and just know that everybody gets their 15 minutes of fame as they go past the TV broadcast area with Coffee TV.
That's really what we're trying to do today.
And again,
6 people or 600.
Further down the road is our grandstand. We have hundreds of people that bought tickets to the grandstand area this year.
Again, making the parade fully accessible to everybody.
And a shout out to Nordstrom's.
I love this Nordstrom banner. That's great. I'm not sure what the symbols there are, but I'll have to find out later.
All right, we see the American Red Cross coming up. And stick around, there's much more to go with the San Francisco Pride 47th Annual Parade. We'll be right back.
We'll be back.